Man Lewis, welcome back to Chili Jump. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are on the episode of the CJ Prescott Road to the Show right here on MLB The Show 24.
Hello,
Missed any of the
baseball
episodes
fans.
of the
Welcome into
the
this
playlist.
one. We bring you AAA baseball from the International League. It's the Gwinnett Stripers taking on the Durham Bulls.
So CJ played against Mia today. CJ will be on the mound today, folks.
First pitch coming your way next. Runner at first, CJ Prescott, the next to hit. 1 of 4 with a double in yesterday's game.
CJ Prescott.
Line, and that's a base
I
knock.
thought CJ
Round
was on the
second,
mound.
headed
He's
for
supposed to be.
third. Coming home. And they're out in front with a 1-0 lead. No time wasted here. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. One gone and a runner on at first. And next, the cleanup hitter. 0-1, here's the pitch. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play, and the inning is over. But they push. One out and the base is empty.
Hey, CJ is not on the mound, folks. I thought she was supposed to be. Maybe things changed up a bit.
This one is labeled. That one hops against the fence, but holds up at first. Good play out there to cut it off. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's
So
a
CJ
threat
does it
every
here.
time she steps into the box. Runner at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now the left fielder, Nico
The
Polsizer.
left fielder, Nico.
Move to first.
CJ got stuck, folks. She's stuck. She can't move.
And they tag the runner for the out.
And you gotta love that,
One
folks.
hit.
Gotta love that glitched
Runners at
off.
first and
Son of
second
a
with
fruit
one out.
biscuits. Could not do anything there. Just froze.
On a line. Makes the catch. Runner tags and will move up to third. My goodness, did she ever rip that fastball? Just a bit unlucky that it did. 2 down and a runner. They go with the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
So you see it
The first
there.
baseman
They
digs
didn't want
in
any part
now.
of CJ there. Intentional walk. CJ taking care of business here. The last has
And
had a
now
hit
the
every
3-1
time.
pitch, and that'll load the bases.
Bases are loaded up here. And here we go.
So
Nico
2 down.
Holsizer.
Nico Holsizer now at the plate. Ground ball to second. And handles this chance. On the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the plate with a plan and delivering strong results.
So 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI for CJ.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious Bulls. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left.
Is CJ on the mound here? That's the question.
Welcome to majestic Green Stadium. Some AAA baseball in the International League coming your way. It's the Gwinnett Stripers taking on the Durham Bulls. First pitch coming your way next. We're almost ready to get this one going. And today's starter, CJ
All right,
Prescott.
so CJ is on the
way
on
she's
the
been
mound here.
knocked around by hitters at this level, a call-up seems, unfortunately, unlikely. Here's the center fielder, J.P.
The
Martinez.
center fielder, J.P. Martinez.
And we are underway.
So I did switch CJ up a little bit. I'm not sure why they took away her I'm not sure why they took away her fastball.
Lays down a bunt. Meade fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the left fielder, Eli White. Too much swing and miss at the plate recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. Line, and that's a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. At the plate, David Fletcher. First pitch, that's in for a strike. Right back to the mound, could be an easy double play. Gathers and throws to first. That's out number 2. The catcher, the next to hit. Tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Grounder to the left side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Midway in the first, no score. CJ Prescott getting ready to hit.
The designated hitter, CJ Prescott.
Foul ball there.
So CJ is at the plate here, of course, trying to do her thing here. Has been hot as of late.
Liner into center. Tracks it down for the out.
There you have it, folks. CJ is
End
out.
of 1, and we're still scoreless. We're back here at the ballpark. And now the DH, Isaiah Drake.
Number 55.
Drake stands at 6 foot even, batting 5th today, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. And the slider just misses. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1.
Here we go. Another pitch.
Fly ball to right. And that's a fair ball.
Oh, come on. Get with it out there.
He's got some impressive wrist strength to be able to pull a ball on the outer half that hard. Not many hitters can do that. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
CJ ready. The pitch.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Quickly to second for 1. And that's all they'll get. I think that was the safe, smart play. They take the
So
short
CJ
out
should have been
and
on
keep
first
the runner
base
out of
there, but
scoring
did not.
position.
Did not get
Nick
there.
Ward will hit next. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Grounder to third. Meade. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. Midway through the second, and there is no score.
So CJ does it again, folks. Gets up a hit, but still gets out of the inning.
We move on to the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Andrew Velazquez.
Andrew Velazquez.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. That's a beautiful backdoor breaking ball, and he had no chance at the plate. Great pitch. That misses. So a ball and a strike.
Here comes the next pitch for CJ.
And it's a pop-up. Keegan under this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And here is Charlie Culberson. 1 run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game.
Here we go.
Edge of the zone for a strike.
Knuckler gets in there on him.
Leading by 1. We're here in the top half of the 3rd. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
Here comes that slider.
Outside. That's not going to entice a disciplined hitter to swing. Got to bring that slider closer to the plate.
Here we go.
And a strike on the outside corner.
Strike 2. Got him there with the knuckler.
Swing and a miss.
Got him!
Knuckler
Struck him
that
out.
skips through the dirt. In time for the
And
second out.
put him out.
Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
The center fielder.
The batter now, J.P. Martinez. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. And that's outside. Ball 1. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that'll do it. We move on to the bottom. 2 outs, bases empty.
CJ Prescott.
This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. Could be a shot at extra bases. She turns and heads for second. And that's a double.
So CJ with another double there.
That hit, of course, keeps her hitting streak alive, and it's clear that she's dialed in at the plate. No matter who she's facing, it seems like she's in control of every single at-bat. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. The first baseman now at the plate. The 1-1 offering. Grounds
Xavier
this one
Isaac.
up the middle. Velazquez tosses to first. Play made. That ends the inning.
Here we go to the 4th inning now.
As we go to the top of the 4th, and now Eli White.
So top of the 4th, CJ is ready. And here comes the knuckler.
And there's a strike.
Nice
Seems like
strike
that
in
was
there.
just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike.
Here comes the next pitch. Foul.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Here comes the next pitch.
That one missed.
Ball. Here comes that slider. Got him!
Miss.
Struck
That's
him
a
out. That
strikeout.
slider comes in at 82 miles an hour on the gun. And strikeout for CJ.
So digging in, David Fletcher, 0 for 1, rounded out the first time around. Just missed.
Here it comes, the changeup.
And that drops
Got
in
it.
for a strike.
Got a strike. 1-1 to count. CJ.
Now this one's crushed down the line, hooking foul ball. That one very nearly tied up this ball game, but it bent foul. The pitcher
That
needs
was a
to be
big break for
very
CJ.
cautious with him. He looks locked in. Here's a grounder up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Here's the catcher. Rounded out the first time.
Here comes the pitch.
And
Strike
strikes.
one.
Both the pitcher and catcher have noticed how aggressive these hitters have been early in the count. Might see if they can get them to chase. Out to short.
That
There
retires the
with plenty of
side.
time. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're back here at the ballpark. Stepping
Top
in,
half of the
Isaiah
fifth.
Drake.
Here we go.
And that one fouled off.
4-0 Bulls.
The 0-1.
We'll have CJ's fastball back in the next episode,
Downstairs.
folks. The next time she's on the mound. Not quite sure what happened there with that.
Swing and a miss. And
Strike
it's
two.
1-2.
1-2.
And here comes the next pitch.
Line drive.
Great
Takes
at
it
it.
in
The
for
out of
out.
ball. One down.
And now the right fielder, 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice the first time. Here's a bunt back at the pitcher. In there safely.
Oh, he's in there.
CJ couldn't handle it quick enough. But he did get a bunt
Man
to get
at
on.
first. Here's the third baseman, Nick Ward. 0 for 1 so far. And that drops in for a strike.
Go ball. 1 strike.
Right side, hard hit. 1 at second.
He's out.
CJ is not hustling enough to get over there.
Runner at first. And now it's going to be Andrew Velazquez.
Velasquez.
In there at the knees. Velazquez goes 5'9", 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2012.
Here we go. Foul ball again.
0-2, and the delivery. All one there. Nice take.
1 ball.
The Bulls up by 4. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Down the left field line for a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. And that's a double. Around third. Relay throw home. The tag, and that is out number 3.
What a
Any play
throw!
at the plate is always exciting. Tried to score with 2 outs there, but the tag was
What a
just
throw.
in time.
CJ's only
They
given up
cut down
4
the
hits
run.
here, folks, but no runs in this one.
1 out and the base is empty.
The designated hitter, CJ Prescott.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line.
And
Grabs it
CJ
on
is
the
out.
run. 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
Charlie Culberson digs in now.
The first baseman.
Culberson having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. That one in there, and that's strike 1.
CJ is ready. Here comes the next pitch. Struck out another one. Fouled it off. And that is 0-2 the count now. Here we go.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
Slider coming in hot.
Fights that one away,
Another
the count
foul.
remains 0-2.
Here comes the slider again, folks.
Line drive to right. Base hit. So now back to the top of the order. When you've got the hitter 0-2, you can't serve one up in the heart of the zone. Get him to chase outside the zone. That was a cookie. We head back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, J.P. Martinez. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. She's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a shot to do damage. Next one's fouled
Another one
back.
fouled off.
1-2,
comes that
here's the
knuckler.
pitch. The strike out there.
Swing through it.
One gone.
Strikeout.
Eli White getting ready to hit. White hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there.
Here we go.
Strike 1.
Strike 1 as he
1 strike.
comes in next knuckler. Taps it. Foul.
Culberson is the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Here comes the slider.
Goes down
Made him
swinging
swing at a
for the
strike.
strikeout.
Struck him
Back-to-back
out.
Ks. Now it's the shortstop, David Fletcher.
Shortstop, David Fletcher.
And that drops in for a strike. Certainly looks like they're going to waste that leadoff base runner. He got on, but hasn't made it past first yet. They'll need a good hit to bring him in.
Another foul,
Fouled off. He
0-2.
was late. The Bulls up by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's in the dirt.
1-2 the count now. Here comes that nasty slider, Slee Jays.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Around second on his way to third. That puts runners at the corners with 2 away.
So CJ's
Nice
got to
job
watch
at the
that
dish.
slider.
He fell behind, but held tough and got the hit. Might be a chance for them to start working their way back into this thing.
CJ's got to watch that
Stands
slider,
in now
folks. That
and
slider
watches
can be
strike
nasty.
one.
But that slider could also be easy to hit.
Clips the corner.
Strike
Looking
two.
at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2. You're just hoping to make contact. Already in a big hole, and the
Fouls
pitcher
it off.
clearly has the advantage. Runners at the corner posts with 2 away. Fights that
Tapped
one
it
up,
again.
will reset and do it again.
There we go.
Base
Oh,
hit
there it
and a
is.
run
And
in the
CJ
score.
gives up a run here. CJ gave up a run and allowed
I'm
one.
sure he's happy with that swing, especially considering he hit it 107 miles per hour off the lumber. If he got it a
Strike
grain
one
lower,
right into the
it
glove
might
there.
still be flying. Straight. And
Cannon
to play for
arms
the
is
third
activated.
time. Fans on that one. Foul
Fouls
ball
it
there.
off on the knuckler.
And here's the
CJ
0-2.
again.
Just missed.
Just missed
What
the
a take
foul.
with 2 strikes.
Or just missed the pitch, if you will, not the foul.
First and second, 2 down.
Another foul ball. Here comes it again.
And that's outside.
2-2 the count.
On the ground. They take the force out, and with the inning over, that'll keep more runs from coming. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Erasmo Ramirez. One thing to bear in mind, not a lot of homers surrendered this season. That
So
is
CJ
always
does her
valuable
thing here,
in a relief
folks.
arm.
Only giving up the one run. And she's leading the
2
seventh.
outs, runners at first and second. Next up, the designated hitter, CJ Prescott, 1 for 3.
Prescott.
And a base knock for CJ.
Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Throw comes in too late, and a run is in to score.
So CJ makes it aboard.
Two outs and runners at first and second. The first baseman will hit next. Caught him looking for the strikeout.
Got him.
2 left on. 8th. Prescott with a respectable game both at the plate and on the mound. I'm impressed by the amount of preparation it takes for her to have games like this. It's about the hours
5 and
put in
2 with
between
CJ.
the extra conditioning
On
work
the mound.
and the mental toughness too. Pretty amazing.
Not bad for CJ. 6 earned innings pitched. She had 7 innings pitched, if you will. She had 1 run that was she was credited for, and she had 4 Ks. Not bad for CJ there.
Here now is our
Not bad for CJ, folks. That is for sure. Not bad for CJ. Folks, we're going to end it here. If you're new, scratch the claw marks in the bottom right corner. If you could, Wolfpack fam today, stiff and body to the bell icon, become part of the notification squad. Do not forget to put a like to the video. It's much appreciated. Oh, we stay hungry. We're like the wolf. I am out.